So I play Stevie. She's the lead of the movie. She is a self-described fixer. She thinks that, anything that isn't perfect, she can fix it, she can do it. And something that she learns throughout the movie is like, not everything can be fixed. And, maybe her little brother isn't as annoying as she thought. Yeah, I think this is a really great movie that just I'm hoping it'll inspire conversation between kids and parents. I think, something that happens in the movie is that the kids rely on their parents. They rely on their love, and that's sort of how they get through these tough times. And so I hope that starts a conversation with kids and parents of, just support, I guess. This right here, oh my gosh, it's kind of crazy to be the lead of a Netflix animated movie with an amazing premiere as this, blue carpet. I'm happy to be here.
I play Elliot. He's just your typical younger brother. He's very wild, and he really looks up to his older sister Stevie and wants to spend time with her. There was just a great cast, a great crew in this movie. Everyone worked on it was amazing. Like the director Alex, he was so great to work with. He was very passionate about this project. I can't really remember most of my dreams, but it'd be cool if they were anything like the dreams in this movie, just very adventurous and silly. I think there's a lot of themes in this movie that both children and parents could take away from this movie, so I hope they just recognize those themes and really learn from it.
Jennifer/Mom is just, she is navigating a difficult and nuanced moment in her family's journey. I really love animation. I'm a huge animated film fan, and I just really loved Alex's story. I loved talking with him about it. I loved the things that it touches upon. I love that I get to sing a song in it. So I was really moved by it. I've had a lot of dreams come true, which is really good. Just by way of what I do for a living. Right. I dreamt about that for a long time, and I'm really very, very lucky that I get to do that. That everyone goes through difficult moments, and that, there's no such thing as perfect. And if it can be a touchstone for families to have conversations about, hard times, then how great.
For the first time in my life, I play a dad, which is really cool. Dad's this he's a part of this wonderful family, and Stevie and Elliot are his amazing, goofy, imaginative, and awesome kids, and they kind of go on this incredible adventure in the world of their dreams. All the while, in the real world, Dad and Mom are, they're trying to figure things out a little bit. They're maybe at a point in their marriage where, there's no bad guy. There's nothing, no one's done anything wrong. But I think, as with a lot of partnerships and relationships and marriages, sometimes you're just two individual people that sometimes want different things. And one of the things I really love about our movie is just how it addresses that, and how it it's not afraid to present this idea of, an imperfect family, because what kind of family is perfect? Yeah, I definitely would consider myself a dreamer. Just the fact that Dad is an aspiring musician and kind of is not ready to give up on that dream. I think that's, I think I can relate to that. I think a lot of actors can relate to that idea, because, if you were not a dreamer, if you're a realistic person, I don't think you'd be doing this. I think the rejection and the no's and the just constant hurdles and struggles would have definitely just stopped you. So there's an element of delusional dreamer, I think, in all of us, and I think is what makes that character so endearing. It's definitely one of the only jobs in the world that you can do in your PJs. So that was super fun. I will say, one of the thing that I miss the most is just being able to play off of other actors. We have so many incredible actors and performers, and I'm such a big fan of Cristin's, and it's so funny because in the VO world, it's I've literally only met her 3 times, and today was maybe the 3rd time that I've ever seen her. That's just kind of how our workflow is, and it was so wonderful to meet her. But I was, it was a little bit of hi. I can't believe we're married. I hope it'll inspire families just to keep talking to each other and to communicate and to just kind of, forget this idea of a picture perfect family that doesn't argue and never fights and never disagrees about anything, because that's just not that's not reality. I think the messiness of life, all of it's like, conflict and as long as it's done, I think, in a healthy and respectful way, it's part of what it means to be a family, to figure things out and to do it all together, with love.
Baloney Tony is, he's part of the heart of the movie. It's a lot of heart, a lot of tender moments, but he's funny, he's silly, and he farts lasers. So I was made for this role. You know what? The collaboration is crazy. Like to see the passion Alex has for it, and like to come through, and he brought it through my performance. So that was it. And then just hanging out with everybody, getting to meet people, because you don't meet them until times like this. Or I think we did a rap party in San Francisco where we had a screening. So I met some there, and then I just met some this week. So it's been cool. Oh yes, right here. I'm living it right now. This was I had to dream it first, right? Family is a very important theme in the movie, and no matter how much you all fight, you can always lean on each other, and it's about life isn't perfect, but it can still be beautiful.
She's a wonderful character. She's the queen of nightmares, and she kind of wants to wake the kids up to reality and to fears and anxieties and nightmare. She's the opposite of the Sandman, and he's trying to lull them back to sleep and help them out. So they're in their night journey of sleep, trying to cope with what's happening in their waking life, in their family. It's a funny film. It's incredibly warm, and it's really grounded, but at the same time really fantastical and kind of big and creative. And it was a joy to be part of. The actors are extraordinary. Our director is just amazing. Alex Wu is just so smart, so generous, and so open to collaboration. So it was a joy to record and to work on this film. Well, firstly, I hope they're inspired by just the technical aspect of animation and storytelling, number one. So if there are any kids out there that are inclined to do that, I hope this inspires them. I hope the general audience just have a fantastic adventure and a really good time. And if there are any kids out there, and of course there are going to be, who have got something happening in the family that isn't worked out emotionally that they're going through, which is really all of us, let's face it, this film shows you that love and support and connection with those around you who love you and who you love will get you through anything. Yes, I love it. I love the headsets. I love hearing the voice. I love the technician behind the glass. I love the director. I love it. I love working like that. It's really exciting. You feel like you're making something with everybody, and I love the technical aspect of that. And I love bringing the human emotion into that very technical room. I love that.